All right. Welcome to Women in Nebraska. I'm Shauna Dorsey here with my co-host,
Janae Lynn.
And we're here with our guest.
I'm Toccara Nicole. Thank you so much for having me.
Yay. Thanks for being here.
Yes.
So for those who haven't listened, and we probably don't have to say this anymore, but I'll just keep saying it.
I love it.
It's 10 minutes max. We don't edit. That's kind of it. We just chill out and talk, see where it takes us.
Love it. Love it.
So you are a very inspiring person to me.
Oh, thank you.
But for people who don't know you, can you tell us about what you're passionate about, what you're working on? And we'll just kind of see where this takes us.
Sure. So love this. I am Toccara Nicole, AKA the Identity Architect. And I work with Christian female entrepreneurs to live, unlock, and rediscover their purpose, helping them to build books, brands, businesses, and themselves. And so I have Voss Consulting Publishing International, which is my baby, where I'm a 12-time author, 2-time Amazon bestselling author. And I help these amazing people that trust me with their vision to become authors and helping them to monetize their genius and understand how authorship is a form of entrepreneurship. Co-founder of Dreamscribers, which is our baby, me and my best friend, my sister, her name's Natalie Bonner. And back in 2019, we kind of tossed something around, but when God wants something to manifest, it'll manifest when he wants it to, right? So 2021, Dreamscribers was born, our first cohort. And we help the youth and incarcerated become published authors. We feel like those are two populations that people are like, the youth doesn't have anything to say. You're incarcerated, you've done something crazy, you don't have anything to say. And we prove the world wrong. And so we help them become published authors. And that's just a snippet of what I do, because I can take up this whole 10 minutes.
That's amazing.
So many places I want to go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are some of the, let's say the top 2 or 3 things that authors struggle with in the first steps of this process?
Where to start? That's the biggest question that I get. Where to start and how much to share, especially when they're talking about themselves. And so I have a framework called MEET, M-E-E-T, that stands for mindset, energy, environment, and time. Those are the gears that work together to help you to start that whole writing process. And then I have a GPS. That's your outline. It's not just the outline for your book. It's your outline for your podcast, your speaking engagements, everything. Because I look at authorship as that funnel where you can have all kinds of streams of income from authorship. So it's that whole GPS. So where do I start? What do I share? Those are the 2 top questions I get.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so with your 2 audiences, so you said youth and currently incarcerated or formerly, or?
So we go into the jails and we work with them. So 9 times out of 10, they're incarcerated. And then sometimes we finish up with them on the outside. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we finish up with them in the inside. It all depends on their sentencing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so with the incarcerated population, can you tell us about a couple of your favorite stories? Because Janae and I, quick background, we have both been involved in supporting incarcerated folks through entrepreneurship type of ventures. And I know you've been more involved than I have. I just kind of have dabbled in it a little bit.
Shout out to Rise.
Yeah, shout out to Rise. Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, tell us more.
So one of them was a cookbook. They were in the D-Pod. So they came up with their favorite recipes, and it's literally recipes in the D-Pod. Another one is, I don't want to tell his story to go too in depth, but he talks about the street life and what that looked like. And so it's just amazing on how they are so free with us, and they trust us, and he let us come in, and by the time we get done, they're published authors, and we make sure that they monetize, not the jails. So we help them with setting up a bank account, everything, walking them through the process of becoming published.
Wow.
It's amazing work.
Okay, how about from children? What are some of your favorite stories?
Okay, so my favorite right now is Sword Guy, one of my Dreamscriber babies from our last cohort 3. And it's about this superhero that is not the greatest superhero ever. He says some of the dumbest things and he does some of the silliest things, yet he's a superhero. It is so freaking cute. And then the other one, I had 2. We have our 5-year-old, and he wrote a book about asking questions. called Angelo Asks for Help. And it's really inspiring because he's a 5-year-old. And think about us as adults and how we struggle in asking for help. And here it is, this 5-year-old is talking about asking for help on how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, asking for help on getting his cereal off the top shelf, asking for help on how to play Minecraft, like just the boldness of asking for help.
Wow.
Fascinating.
So how did you end up here?
God, literally. So I'm dating this amazing guy that lives here, and we said May of this year that I would move. And I applied for a job, and I prayed to God. I said, God, when it's time for me to go back to work, let it be something that is of me, but of you. And I am my mother's only child. Good thing you guys are sitting down. I'm the 4th out of 22 on my dad's side. So I wanted to be in a place where I was doing ministry and something that I love to do. So I applied for the job where I'm at. And so I work for Lutheran Family Services here in Nebraska. I am a regional supervisor of a program called the Fatherhood Initiative Program, where we work with the incarcerated population and dads who are in the community to help them to be better dads. So we give them wraparound services. We help them with creating SMART goals. And so the way that I got here was totally God. I know, goosebumps, right? Yeah. That's what I think all the time when I'm in the jails with these guys and they want to give up. And I'm like, you can't. Your kids need you. Do not create this generational cycle. It stops with you. You can do it. So, yeah.
And men raising men is such a beautiful thing.
It is.
We have so many phenomenal women that I'm so thankful that are able to raise men as well.
Yeah.
And it can never be a replacement for men raising men.
Never. And it's just really understanding that they have the power to break these barriers. Just because from a systematic approach, it may be easier to be incarcerated because of the systems and things of that nature. No, break the system, break your mindset, retrain your mind. Because your kids need you, your family needs you, your community needs you. So, yeah, they love me. I'm not supposed to carry like a caseload, but I'm like, no, I need a caseload. I know I'm a supervisor, but I need a caseload. And my dads love me, and I love them too.
I get that. Yeah, that's so awesome. So, what's next for you?
What's next for me is Voss Media and Productions. So I have my own TV network called the Voss TV Network. I call it the EFG of media, all things empowerment, family, and growth. It's on Apple, Fire, and Amazon TV. So what I'm really wanting to do is to help people to continue to create their stories, but from the media perspective. So the documentaries and things of that nature, film festivals, helping people to articulate their stories because somebody needs their story. Yeah. So that's what's next. Really excited.
That's awesome.
What was the impetus? Like what I hear in all of the things that you're doing is like bringing stories, like voice sometimes to the voiceless as well.
Yes.
Why is that so important to you?
Wow. So as a child without my dad in my life, I felt that void where I didn't have a voice because I saw so many people with their dads and I was like, and I couldn't tell my mom how I felt because my mom was doing such a great job as a single mom and I didn't want to offend her. So I kept a lot in. So being able to really be that bold voice for people and helping them to articulate their voice, and not only that, but knowing that they matter, that's so important to me. Words are seeds.
Yep.
And when we don't speak them, then what happens? They can't be planted in the ground and things can't grow. Right. So really helping understand we have something to say. Say it. Somebody needs it. Like I tell people all the time, you might be in Walmart, you might be in Target or Target, however you pronounce it, right? And somebody needs to know what you do because you might be that saving grace. You might be that bridge. And so I'm really big about talking.
It's true. And that words really do matter. And the type of things that we say to ourselves matters.
Oh my God,
so much. It's like really the key to a lot of things.
It is. But we're not taught that. And that's the problem.
That's very true.
So let's relearn how to activate our lives by choosing the right words.
Very good. So with 30 seconds left, what would you like to leave the women in Nebraska?
Sure. Knowing who you are is a game changer. So don't be afraid to step up to the plate and really be who God, universe, whatever it is that you believe in, has created you to be because someone out here needs you. no matter what it looks like. Go, do, be, run.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for
You're
having
amazing.
me. I love y'all. Y'all are so cool. This is an amazing platform. So thank you so much.
Of course. It's
Nice.
over. That's it.
Boom. 10 minutes. Yeah. I love what you guys are doing.